All right, Shalom. It's your brother Quashab coming at you with a quick lesson. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations be to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel and may you endure it to the end, Lord willing. All right. And this is going to be a quick, straight to the point, all right, lesson. Just pretty much lambacking off this video from the brother Kaya down here, did this lesson earlier, all right, which it says, beautiful scars, you can't be more valuable than your sufferings, you see? And I'm not going to play it, right? You want to watch it, just go check it out. Brother GMS Fruit of Fate, all right? And, beautiful lesson, definitely, through the spirit, it was edifying, man. So definitely, check that brother lesson out, all right? And this is what I'm lambacking off, something, idea, another saying, all right, that comes to mind, when it's mentioned, beautiful scars, right? Because there's something in this song by J. Cole. He was saying it's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success, all right? So the beauty, all right, in our struggle, all right, are the beautiful scars that we have, right? War wounds, all right? It's all going to be a sign, all right? Something for us to look back at, all right? And, speaking spiritually, right? Because we don't have physical war wounds, right? But we have spiritual war wounds, right? As when as a brother brought it out in Hebrews 12, man, all right? Through the chastisement of the Lord, all right? Shalakia. Damn. Through the chastisement of the Lord and everything that comes with it, all right, we get these scars, right? These spiritual scars, all right? As they tell you, I believe it's Proverbs, the blueness of the wound cleanses away evil, right? So with all of these things actually, happening, all right, it become, spiritual scars, man, all right? The struggles and everything that we go through, all right? They become scars, man, wounds, you see? And we're going to look back, all right, in the kingdom of heaven and see those wounds and say, man, it's nothing more valuable than going through that, right? Which is, you can see in the brother lessons, man, all right? The scars can't be more valuable than your sufferings, you see? Because if it was something that say, oh, if I could do this all again, some people say, oh, I changed this, I changed that, right? But when it comes to the truth, when it comes to the ministry, all right, it's nothing that we would change, right? Every man had this his appointed time to come in, right? Every man has appointed things to suffer, But we know we have to go through and endure all these things, so what? That we can get the kingdom, man, So real quick, I'm going to jump to the second Esdras. I was going to start in Timothy, right? Come back to it, all right? We get second Esdras 7th chapter, and I think it's 48 or 58, right? It says, second Esdras 7 and 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. You see? All right? So suffering is a part of this truth. All right? I tell you in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. All right? So we know that suffering has to be a part of our story. All right? And which is why I'm going to get it in 2 Timothy. Okay? Which is why it said, endure hardness as a good soldier. All right? Because when you in a fight, all right, a gunfight, a physical fight, you're not going to walk out unscathed, right? And as soldiers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we are not going to walk out of this battle, all right, this condition of the battle, unscathed, man, all right? We're not going to walk in how we came out. We're not going to walk out how we came in, So this 2 Timothy, chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. This is the point. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. You see? So you have to, and that word endure, it means to make hard. All right? You know, and brothers like to go through, and Salaki if I keep yawning, you know, just a little tired, man. All right? Jake been tired all week, but, you know, that ain't no excuse, you know? But Salaki for the yawning, you know? But, the word endure, you know, it means to make hard, all right? And that's exactly what the Lord is do, all right? I mean, in order to make something hard, all right, you have to do what? You have to purify it, man, all right? Take gold, right, for example, you melt it, all right, and take away the what? The impurities, all right? And after you take the fire away from it, then what? It becomes back hard. You make it back hard, man. All right, but it's some things that you need to change first, right? And that's what the Lord is doing with us. You see, when we catch these beatings, right, these ass whoopings from the Lord, all right, you might get some whelps, right? You might get a cut or a scrape, right? You might get a black eye, right? And I'm speaking, you know, not straightforward, but, you know, parabolically, right? If you can receive it, you know. But these things are likened unto those scars, man. You see? And then what comes with that is what we learn from it, all right? The valuable lessons that we learn from it, all right? And then it gives us a boost of faith, because when we go through these things, we know that we're closer to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You see? We know that to understand that the Lord is dealing with us, man. All right? But I'm just gonna go to Romans, and then I'm gonna read a little bit on this what I found in the meaning of beauty in the struggle. It's Romans 8:18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of the present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You see that? So the sufferings, the things that we're going through, the war wounds, the scars that we are collecting, all right, it's not even gonna be valuable, all right, to the things that we're gonna receive in the kingdom of heaven. You see, let me go back and look at it. The title, Beautiful Scars. You can't be more valuable than your sufferings, man. You see? And our sufferings gonna lead us to the kingdom of heaven, right? Let alone, you know, Jake and the world suffering, you know, on their journey and to try to get rich, to try to get $1 million and shit, right? Our suffering is gonna lead to eternity, man. So what's a greater prize, a gift than that? You see? But I think that was it. Right? I'll read it in NLT. It says, yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later. You see? And the Lord is getting ready to reveal that glory unto us, man. All right, as we can see, it's a very short time, you know. But let me read this, you know, and I'll probably get out of here. All right, it's a couple scriptures I was kind of meditating on, you know, as I was listening to the lesson earlier. All right, but this is the AI overview. When it says beauty in the struggle means finding meaning, growth, and strength in overcoming challenges and difficulties. It suggests that while struggles are tough, they build character. You see, with that, it reminds me of Romans the 5th chapter. All right. It says Romans 5:3, and not only so, but we also glory in tribulations, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience work experience, and experience hope. And hope make it not ashamed, because the love of the Most High is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us. Now, reading the NLT, it says, we can rejoice when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance, and endurance develops strength of character, and character strengthens our confident hope, salvation. All right. So this is the part of our walk, man. All right. This is what we got to go through to get to the kingdom of heaven. All right. It tells you to enter ye in at the straight gate. Right. We're going to be in a position of difficulty. It's going to be adversities. It's going to be challenges. Right. But how do you respond to them? Right. How do you continue to push? You know? Hell, man, we got to go through these things now because Jacob's trouble is popping off. You know? I believe that was it. All right. But it says, it suggests that while struggles are tough, they build character, teach valuable lessons, and can lead to personal development, resilience, and a deep appreciation for life's success. All right. And that's why, you know, with the quote, right, and the lesson that the brother went into was that, you know, nothing is more important, okay? Nothing is more valuable than your suffering, man. You know? Nothing is more valuable than our suffering, Hakeem. All right, and as we were brought into this ministry, you know, I was looking for that one, you know, when Yahushua spoke about us suffering, right? But, you know, we were brought, like Apostle Gabbar say all the time, we were brought into this ministry to suffer, okay? We were brought into this ministry to suffer, man. And that's it, right? We're not in this ministry to be glorified, you know? We're here to suffer for the sake of Yahushua, right? As he had to suffer, right? And what does it mean to suffer? To allow to occur or continue, right? To fail to prevent or suppress, to be made to undergo, endure, be subject to pain, death, punishment, grief, injury, and humiliation. You see that? So that's what we gotta be ready to endure. Pain, all right? Humiliation, injury, grief. You know, these are things that, you know, men gonna experience in their walk in the truth. All right? But with all of that happening, there's nothing more valuable than going through it. You see? Like I said, dealing with the chastisement of the Lord, we know that the Lord is dealing with us, you know, and we know that that's going to ultimately help us develop our character, all right, our faith, our belief in the Lord, man, you know. These are all the important things, you know. So, you know, that's pretty much the point, all right. So, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And with that, I'm going to give our praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rechagadash. Double honors once again to the apostles, the elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings. Salutations be to the hopefully elect, man. Until next time, I say shalom.